sweet home to me. Well, I wish that I was on a rocket top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoggy smoke on rocket top, ain't no telephone bills. Well, once two strangers climbed old rocket top looking for a moonshine still. Now the strangers ain't come down from rocket top, I reckon they never will. Rocket top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocket Top, Tennessee. Rocket Top, Tennessee. Yeah! Whoa, no! Oh, yeah. Well, once I had a girl on Rocket Top, halfway the other half cat. Wow, doesn't make a sweet and soda pop. I still dream about that. Well, corn won't grow at all on Rocket Top. Dirt's too rocky by far. Yeah, that's why all the folks on Rocket Top get their corn from a jar. Drink it up, y'all. Rocket Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocket Top, Tennessee. Rocket Top, Tennessee. Oh, guitar. Well, Rocket Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocket Top, Tennessee. Rocket Top, Tennessee. Yeah, Rocket Top, Tennessee. Oh, yeah.
You'll always be home to me.
And if that's not how you kick off the giveaway night here on Voss Fan 88, I don't know what you can do. Rocky Top giveaways and the largest field in Wolf Pump truck history, Byron, and the GOAT of GOATs, Rick James. He's coming tonight. Stay tuned. He will be here. This is how you do it. Byron, how the hell are you?
You know, a little scared before this race. Didn't think I was going to make it. But power came back on. I'm here. I'm excited for an eventful night. Michigan track that we typically see, you know, sometimes be a full-on draft track. This is going to be a fun night for sure.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, for the giveaway, share this to your friends. Share this to your family. Exclamation point Amazon gets you entered into the drawing for not one, but two chances to win these $25 gift cards tonight. This is my way of thanking the greatest fan base there is. The people that not only help me double those N&R guys, help me double those PSCS guys, but you help me become the number one guy from all of my peers. So thank you. This is my appreciation. We're going to give it back. If you are the fan that wins tonight, whatever fan wins, you're going to pick a driver up there on this ticker. You pick the winner. That's what your job is tonight. We have a lot of people joining already, Byron. We're up to 13 entries. And if you're a subscriber, if you've noticed, my subscribers have 6 entries here tonight. So if you subscribe to VolsFan88 tonight, that money is going to go to Mission 22. I'll hold that to myself. You subscribe tonight, I get that Twitch check. I'm sending it to Veteran Suicide Awareness. And you get a chance to enter in something cool. If you have Amazon Prime, it is free for you to subscribe. It's easy on how you do it. When you go to subscribe, you will click Amazon Prime. Log into your Amazon Prime account, and you get 1 free subscription a month. Why not pick it here tonight? Next month, you can send it wherever you want. You're donating to a good cause with that Amazon Prime subscription, and you could win 25 free bucks to go spend on your Amazon Prime subscription. So, Byron, it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, most definitely. The fact that you're doing this is absolutely amazing. It's free. Take advantage of it. I like free stuff. I know everybody else in the chat loves free stuff. So take advantage. It takes 10 seconds, and who knows, you could be a lucky winner tonight.
You could absolutely be a lucky winner. I see Randy Henshaw in here. I see Texas Kelva. You guys, and I tell you, across the board, tonight, we got Texas in here. Texas, you're one big-ass flipping state, and we got a big-ass flipping field tonight, and we got a lot of energy here at Michigan because right now we have 27 trucks touching this track. That's 27 opportunities to win these gift cards. What a great night here at Michigan, and what a great night to be on Twitch. Byron, you better crack a Raise energy because we're rocking tonight. I got my beef jerky. Sponsor Beef Jerky Unlimited tonight. I got my bags in the mail today, and I tell you what, I don't just say this. I'm not a big beef jerky guy. But I opened that bag of jerky today, and I took one good piece out of there, and I bit it. And, man, I tell you what, drinking that Raise energy and eating that beef jerky ain't nothing better in the world.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I'm actually hoping I can purchase myself a bag soon. I mean, a pound for about $10, not bad. You know, that's a pretty good deal alongside the Raise energy that you got. I mean, look at that. You got your food. You got your drinks just in case the power outage is to happen. You can survive off a bit.
That's absolutely right. That is absolutely right. I mean, no air. You go to the grocery stores. You go to your local grocery. Man, you get a bag of beef jerky for $10, $15. It is full of air. You ain't got nothing in it. You ain't got nothing in it. You get something from BeefJerkyUnlimited.com, and I promise you, you will never stop eating that jerky. And hey, for the fans out here in the chat that are new, thank you so much for coming out here and supporting the VolsFan88 channel. Make sure you enter into the contest tonight. Exclamation point Amazon gets you one ticket into the drawing. If you subscribe with your Amazon Prime, my lovely wife posted in the chat, mission22.com. All of the proceeds tonight coming off of subscriptions. If you subscribe with your Amazon Prime, that's the best way to do it. It's the best way to do it. It is free to you. You already pay that subscription already. No sense in spending more money out here. It's not what I'm about. Go save your money. You pay for that Amazon Prime subscription, sign into your Amazon Prime on your Twitch, and subscribe at Tier 1. All that money's going to Mission 22 tonight. And what a better way to give back to you guys. I'm giving Rick James. Rick James is going to be here. He should be here in the next 15 minutes, and I'm turning him up. Texas, thank you so much. I do see that. I'm paying attention to the chat. I have to turn him up a tad bit. Perfect. He should be good. You come in here. You subscribe goes there. Rick comes in. When Rick comes into this chat, me and Byron are just going to get to sit back and listen to one of the greatest. I mean, am I right, Byron?
I 100% agree with you. The greatest. I mean, I got the absolute most excellent pleasure to be able to call a race with him on Monday night, and man, was it fun. Just the excitement he brings and the energy that he comes out with. Oh, it's so cool to see it. I can't wait to be here, be able to watch it again, and this time be alongside him once again with another one of the greatest, you, Terry.
I appreciate that. Most people don't want to admit it, but man, this is fantastic. 18 of you have entered. You have 24 minutes precisely to enter into this drawing. It's going to cost you nothing. Cost you absolutely nothing out here. We have 38 total tickets that have been raffled so far. 18 users now. As I put my foot in my mouth, you guys are just making me more and more excited for this giveaway. I am so happy to be giving back to the greatest fans. You guys are absolutely the greatest fans a streamer could ever ask for. On Wednesday night, you come out, you show up in force. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for making Wednesday night so special to me, for showing Byron love, for showing all these Wolf Pump Truck Series guys some love. I love it. Let's show that same force when IVRL kicks off and those guys go out there and put on a show. Have you heard about IVRL, Mr. Byron?
I have not. I would love to learn a little more about IVRL.
Randy Henshaw puts on such a fantastic league over there, and it's going to be running here soon. It's going to start up here, I believe, on a Monday. They're going to go kick off at Daytona. The field is stacked. I mean, Chris Hackey's back. He's going to run that race. He's going to be there. And I believe they're talking about getting Mr. Bernard Pollard Jr. So I'm going to be running in that field, and I can't wait to start advertising for the amazing people that are over there. It's going to be such an honor.
I'm sure, man. That sounds really, really fun. And I believe, what series is it?
It is going to be, as I fix my stream, because I am dumb. I have been sitting here doing this entire time. It is going to be, man, you got me stumped. I think it's the Cup Cars.
High speeds, high action. That one should be a fun series. I'm going to have to make sure to tune in to that one.
Got me on the spot right there. I think I might be right. I'll have to go check that Discord to make sure I am correct and I can put it out there. But I'm I'm so excited for this race. I don't even know what I'm doing. We got a lot of new faces out here as well. Let's introduce you to some of them as well. One of them is right here in this 8. This is Matthew Fleming. He's going to be here in this Beer Nut Chevrolet. Another new guy we got out here is Mr. Tyler Bentley here in this 55. He's new out here for us. Let's see if we can find another new guy. Here's another one, Mr. Nathan Bentley in the 57 Chevrolet. And that's all we got new on the track right now. But this is going to be such a big, this is a big field. And there's only 3 ways to call such a big race like this. Me and Byron, yeah, me and you could easily call this race. Am I right or wrong?
You are right, my friend.
We could call this race pretty easily by ourselves. But we can also introduce Rick James when he gets here, and we can add that third dynamic into the booth. And I need to get me a raised energy so I don't lose this energy throughout the race. Fans at home, if you're just tuning in, you still have 20 minutes to enter in to a giveaway. As I'm clicking the wrong stuff on the screen here, you have 21 minutes exactly to enter into the stream. ! Amazon gets you a free ticket. Subscribing at Tier 1 with your Amazon Prime subscription gets you 6 entries into tonight's $25 drawing. You have 2 chances to win, and you, my loyal fans, are going to pick one of these drivers. So hopefully one of these drivers catches your eyes, because they going to need it.
You know, here, Terry, I was searching through the field, and I was looking at all the flags and, like, where everybody's from. Well, how about this? The lone Canadian Brad Kirby is no longer the lone Canadian. We now have a second one piloting the 87 Chevy. James Legavin, I believe is how you say it. I hope I didn't get it wrong, but I believe that is how you say it. He's got a Pizza Hut car too. That's a pretty nice scheme.
No one out pizzas the Hut, my friend, and in Canada, no one out pizzas their. I think they said CC's or something like that. It's a pretty cool little pizza joint they got up there. Matching paint schemes to Brandon Ward. But speaking of Canada and all the good stuff in Canada, while they're under their pace laps, just for a tad moment, please rise, remove your hats as we honor America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And we are back. Now, to introduce something we did last week, which is pretty cool, I think. Let's show our Beef Jerky Unlimited Nitro Poll Award winner, as I typed into the wrong one, DJ Thomas. He is your poll winner, and he's going to get himself a free pound of beef jerky here tonight. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited. As yes, I too need to go change that, as I did mess that up. We are about to go green. Pace truck is off. 45 of Mr. DJ Thomas is hard on the gas. Green flag's in the air. We're racing at Michigan.
Already off to a great start, sort of side by side here, as the 8's got the top lane, preferred lane, as I would say here in Michigan. But don't look now, 86 already all over their tails heading in the 1.
Thomas Delago, the sponsor of this race and the hometown favorite. He is from Michigan. Beef jerky is proudly made here. They're going 3 wide. Lap 1 back straightaway. Can this end well as the 8 backs out of this in that Beer Nut Chevrolet?
Made a smart decision, didn't decide to take it too excessive too early. But I'll tell you what, Michigan is a slick track, just as I say it, so he collects everybody else in a caution.
Oh, big accident right there happens in turn number 3. Let's show you what happened with the Vols Fan 88 replay. Just looks as he just lost it. Just lost it in the center of the corner. Tough break for the 45. The pole sitter. What an incredible turn of events so far to start this race.
Well, at least they get free jerky out of it. I mean, that's the best I can say out of that situation. At least you know you're walking away with something tonight.
Free jerky indeed. I mean, free jerky's better than no jerky, in my opinion, especially when this beef jerky's as good as Beef Jerky Unlimited is. I could say that all night, and I wouldn't be lying. Don't even have to hesitate it. Go, everybody in the chat, go invite your friends. Go invite your family. Get as many people as you want in here that have a chance to win this gift card. Don't be selfish. Share the love. And let's get one of these drivers up here. Pick your favorite driver in the chat. Let's do a replay again. Actually, that's a good point, Mr. Peak 5G. Let's go replay that one more time, and let's see from a different perspective what had happened. Looks as if the 45 came down in the replay. You know, kind of don't want to speculate it there. But Brandon, on your side, or Byron, what did you see right there?
To be honest, it looked like just hard racing. I don't know, from what I was looking, it may have got his back bumper. Then again, he came down as we watch here again. No, he just got loose. That was as simple as it could be. He got loose, unfortunately, and that's the disadvantages of a track like this. I ran it last night in the Xfinity cars, and I tell you what, feels like you are driving on an ice rink.
Yeah, Mr. Peak, don't ever be afraid to call in here and want another replay. I wanted to see it again as well. It's just hard to go back all the time. And to see that replay in slower motion, this track, like you said, it is marbles. It is just one of the hardest tracks. The damage on the side of the 86 is tremendous. Let's actually see if we can get a word with Tommy real quick to kind of see what's going through his head right now. If he's even in the Discord. I don't think he is right now. Tough break.
That is a shame.
Yeah, I'd love to have a conversation there. Tough break for Tommy to start this race. The hometown guy coming out here. He loves this racetrack. He was very fast in practice. I ran a ton, and I mean a ton of practice over the past couple days with these guys. And the track just gets faster. It doesn't, when the grips or the tires start to groove into the track, you start to get a bunch of rubber on it. It's just like it goes from a skating ring to straight to the wall. But we'll reset your field for you. Thomas Delago still has this lead. Levi McCarty jumps up to P number 2. Jaden Gimble comes to P3. Tyler Bentley in 4th. Brandon Ward in 5th. Kerry Moore is going to be 6th. 7. Crawford in 7th. Brad Kirby in 8th. Sean, not going to say his last name, is in 9th. And Joe Tardif has worked his way into the top 10. Great run so far. What'd you think of this?
So Terry, I just thought about this. I'm looking at the time. It says 9. I don't know if it's AM or if it's PM. But last night, someone forgot to pay the light bills. And that was the extent of that race. Could we possibly see another race yet this season go in the dark again?
I believe this is 9 a.m. The sun has not risen yet, but I tell you what's about to rise. That pace, the flagman's arm, green flag's back in the air. 86 is hard on it.
86 has help from the 81 as the 51 had poor management with that 55 already falling back 2 positions. 86 out front. Don't know how long he's going to last with that right front damage.
Here comes Jaden Gimble to the bottom, 2-3 wide all the way through the end. Jaden Gimble's looking for the lead. He has something to prove. If you know the context of what that paint scheme is, you would understand he is on a mission tonight. As here comes Levi McCarty for the 2nd place position. Let's go to the blimp cam to show you how much racing, how much grooves this track has. Thomas Delago is in a hard place, and he is going to fall fast when they get lined up. Battle for the lead's heating up. Here comes Levi.
Yeah, expect later in this run to actually have the drivers move up the track. It seems like that's where the grip wants to be. That's where your speed is off the corners. But none to say, though. 81 now to the bottom, clearing himself off the 51. We have a new leader.
Levi McCarty, he's been on a roll so far as of late. He has been up front consistently. This has been an incredible run for him. He finally broke through and got that win at Indianapolis, and now he finds himself in the lead again. I'm expecting, and I can kind of bounce off you. You ran here last night and turned down for what? I know it was a different car, but you talked to the grooves. You talked the bottom. I watched you work that bottom a lot. What did it do to your tires, and how much did you progress to the high side?
I don't know. It didn't really seem like it scrubbed off my tires a lot, although closer to maybe 5 laps until I had to pit was when the tires got really bad. So expect to see them move up the track just a little bit later in the run, maybe 10 laps to go to conserve those extra few laps of tires.
This is going to be one of the most, I would say, exciting races due to the fact of the way you can drive through the field. Going back here, we talked about the Canadian Brad Kirby. He's up to 10th. Thomas Alago continues to fall. Aerodynamics is such a crucial part of this race. And Tommy's finding out the hard way, as you do have 10 minutes. Speaking of the 10, you have 10 exact minutes to enter into this giveaway. We'll reset the clock right after that one's over to let you enter again for the second one. But how much does the draft affect here? Like, what does the draft bring here? How much speed does it give you into the corner?
Oh man, I think I was picking up maybe 190 in an Xfinity car going around, so I would guess that these guys are probably hitting 180, 185 coming into the corners, which is crucial speeds at a track like this, on the fact that, you know, both me and you do know that you want to carry maybe 170, 175 heading in the corners. So it feels like you're almost overshooting it.
Ooh,
77 made a really, really aggressive block there, but on the bottom lane now trying to race side by side with the 84.
Man, this is so hard not to show this blimp cam right now because there's so much going on. There's so many racing groups. Everybody has a place to go. You got the bottom, you got the top, you got the middle, all the way around here. You can go 2, 3 wide through the corners as they are. 2 by 2 from third on back. Challenge for the leads happen. Here comes Kerry Moore. Kerry Moore finds himself up there. He's trying to place himself in the right position at the right time. Now, we talk pack. We talk pack racing here. How much does pack racing kind of differentiate between Daytona, Talladega, and a place like Michigan?
It just totally depends on how your peers are around you. If they're aggressive, then you're going to have a lot of battles where people are going to get sit in the wall and thrown back positions. Seems like everybody's being calm right now, so that's something you want to see. Aggressive and intensity will pick up towards maybe the beginning of the first stop of the race, or maybe the next stop. But I tell you what, right now everybody looks like this is just the restart right now.
Oh, 86-46, they're together. 86 goes into the wall and slams the inside. Back on the track he comes. Caution is out. 4 gets collected. 32 gets collected, flying through the air. And, well, we saw that in real time, did we not?
Gold medal goes to the 86 for the double triple McTwist.
For the best twist of the night. And, while we're here, let's put a pause. Let's close entries for just one moment. We have 20 entries at the moment. Let's close it. We're going to close right now. And Byron, what do you say? Should I pick a winner?
I don't see why not. Let's go ahead and grab one. We got the perfect time, perfect break to do it.
Perfect break to do it. And drum roll, please. Your first winner is Bolton Racing 5. You have won a $25 Amazon gift card. You have 10 seconds to respond in the chat that you are here, or I will re-roll.
You might want to give them a little more than that. Typically, sometimes they have you got the stream delay going on.
Well, no, I count once that stream delay's over. Looking for Mr. Bolton Racing 5. I think that's a racer. And time is out. We will pick another winner. Well, oh, this is cool. Shiva 5. You just won. If you comment out there, I know who you are. That's one of the guys from WORC. Give a shout out in the chat that you are here. We will replay this Stony Baloney.
That's a pretty cool name, Stony Baloney. It sounds very slick, very clean. I like it.
Here is your replay of Mr. Tommy Delago crashing into the wall.
Dang, I guess people just don't want a gift card.
Yeah.
Come claim it. I mean, it's free. Take advantage of it. It's a free gift card.
Let's look at that one more time, please. Just looks like a hook. Let's actually rewind this. Let's get just a little bit more insight of what had happened here.
You know what's kind of interesting is it looks like he has lost his deck lid once this was all done.
Well, it looks like the 46 tries to go to the outside right there, and right when the 36 or he gets up there, the 86 and him kind of make slight contact right there, and then the 86 just loses it there. Welp, no responses so far. Let's try it again.
Third time's the charm, right?
Third time is the charm. We have 37 out there in the chat. Let's pick another one. My wife, Ellie1102, congratulations. You just won a $25 gift card. Please comment in the chat and pick a driver.
That is amazing.
The third time was my wife.
Let me throw my truck on
Yay!
the back really quickly.
And she got it. My wife wins the $25 gift card for the first cycle. You guys watched me pick a winner on the first two. It's not, I'm just clicking a button. I would love to share my screen and show you how I'm doing this through Streamlabs, but Harley, you told me that you were going to buy dog food with it, so it sounds like you're going to get some dog food after all, sweetheart. Will you please pick one of these fantastic drivers on the track to win the other one? And while she does that, I will resume the entries, and I will bump the time up. We will make 10 minutes, I hope. I hope I can do this correctly without messing up what I did. We're going to edit this. It's already active. All right, you have 7 minutes. You're going to have 7 more minutes to enter with more people. So anybody that's new, hashtag Amazon, you have a chance out there. If you subscribe tier 1 to the channel using your Amazon Prime stuff, you can get it. Harley, who do you pick? Green flag's back in the air. 7 is hard on the gas. I lost track of this one. Here comes the 77 to the 5 of Brandon Ward. Blinky, I hit the wall. McGee is trying to take the lead.
Brandon now on the outside. Looks like he's gonna, nope, not gonna be able to clear him. Thought he was gonna have the room and the momentum. Should have it coming off too. How about that inside though? 7 trying everything he can to keep the lead.
7 is trying all that he can down on the bottom. 46 is having a bit of an issue as it looks she picked the 17 truck to get this. Michael Kinsley, you just won. Congratulations, Michael Kinsley has won himself a $25 Amazon gift card as well. 7 takes this lead back. He took it on the bottom. Did that affect his tires? And if so, how is this going to set up the run down the road?
I don't think it's affected his tires that much. This early in the race, I don't expect really anything to sort of affect anybody except for the gas. But 7, if he keeps constantly getting pushed under there, getting shoved by the 5, if the 5 can pressure him, then his tires are going to start to dwindle, start to fall off, and it's just going to become worse and worse as the run goes. But now you can see he's searching for that middle lane.
He is searching for that lane. He is sitting there ever so slightly, trying to get a little bit of a run as third place is starting to change hands. We talked about our other Canadian in the 87. This guy is fairly new to the league as he is sitting there. He's battling with Levi. These guys have been up front consistently every single week. What's it going to take to dethrone these guys?
Probably teamwork. That's what I'm going to have to say. Work as a team. If you got people that are the same manufacturer or maybe the same schemes, hint, hint, Brandon and James, I mean, work together. That's all I can say. Dethrone them, work together, try to outmaneuver them. Also, once you hit pit stops, make sure you execute it almost perfectly to be able to get on and off pit road the fastest.
Got a lot of people out there cheering for the 77. A lot of good fans out here. I appreciate when drivers have fans coming out in the chat. It makes me feel so good to see people cheering on their favorite guy. Battle for seconds heating up. Fives getting passed on the high side. This is nothing new. Compared to what we saw in practice, Brandon, look at our – God, I keep calling you Brandon. Look at the pack racing we have right now. 2x2, spread out, 2x2. Everybody is so close-knit together.
Yeah, I think that's just the simple effect of the draft. Do you see, I mean, what is that, about 7th on back? They're 2x2, and they're still being able to keep up with the pack. As I say that now, here comes a move from the 51 of Levi trying to make an attempt on 7. Not going to happen. How about this, though? 84 taking advantage. And as you see, top 3, top 5 are getting ready to break away from the pack.
I want to go give a shout-out to one of these new guys out here in the 6, Mr. Reese. He's been up here, one of the new guys down there, and I believe it's the Texas Family Racing. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, look at me being right for the first time tonight. 3 wide with Brad Kirby, one of the admins here. Brad's had some bad luck. You've watched it over the season. He has a fast truck week in and week out, but he seems to get caught up in somebody else's mess. Is there any opportunity tonight to not get swept up in somebody's mess as you are at a plate-style track?
I think Brad will be just fine. Hoping, I'm not putting a commentary curse. I'm hoping I'm not, but I'm hoping that he'll be just fine. Hopefully seeing him walking away with the top 3, maybe a win would be a really good start for this after his very unfortunate past races for him.
Yeah, his past races have not been great, but this 6 out here has a lot of fans. Bear 590 has been cheering on the 6 and the 8. Let's go take a look at what the 8 has going on back here. Believe he's the last car on the lead lap. Yes, he is. Here he is in this beer nut mobile. He was back in the back. He was up front at first, and then he lost a ton of positions based off of that wreck. And he hasn't been able to rebound. What's it like driving through the field here? You started 24th last night, and now you found yourself working about 2nd place most of the night.
Being patient, honestly, that's what I found. If you're patient enough to work your way through the pack, take the holes, then move forward, that's what I found. Just, you got to be patient all the way through the race, and that's exactly what the 8 is doing right now, staying behind the 9. Obviously, he is a lap down, but he's not getting too crazy with it as he's trying to get around the 9 alongside that giant cluster of cars right in front of him.
Look at this pack. Look at the pack that's in front of it, and the ironicness of the Dodge sponsored Chevrolet is we want Dodge back. We want Dodge back in NASCAR. And what a better way to want Dodge back than to run a Casey Kane theme and put it on a Chevrolet and just hope that we can get them back in NASCAR. But Bear out in the chat said, I made the skin for the beer nut. Ha, ha, ha. I'm a big fan of the Texas family. Well, we're big fans of you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 here. All the way, thank you, Woody D. Suboy. I hope I said that correctly out in the chat. Thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 as well. All your subscriptions tonight are going to benefit Mission 22 tonight. Bottom line for me, enter in the chat after you subscribe. Get 6 tickets to go in here, and something, I believe, Brad blinked, but he is in 3rd. He jumped up to 3rd. And speaking of, let's see. Let's go look at our winner for the gift card, the 17. Welcome back to Michael Kinsley in this number 17 Chevrolet.
You know, Mike is honestly one of my favorite competitors. I know there's a lot of people out here in the field that I haven't raced with, and you might call me biased, but he is my favorite. This dude is just an absolute, I don't know how to say it, tank, I guess. He drives through the field, he gets his way through the pack, and somehow he finds himself sitting maybe top 10 at the end of the race, which is about where he's sitting right now. As you see, some people are starting to pull on down pit road, expect pit stops to start happening soon. But yeah, Mike doing an excellent job. So glad to have him back here. And what a night he is having so far.
What a night he is having. He is doing a phenomenal job where he sits. He finds himself in the 13th position, just having a clean race. He didn't have a clean race last night, but tonight he comes in here with a different approach. He knows, stay patient, stay clean, and just be there at the end. Things are going to happen here. We're 25 laps in, and we're 2 cautions into this race. Anything can be thrown into the curveball, but curveball or not, here comes the 84. He is your leader. 6 and 10 are catching him rapidly. It went from about 0.3 of a second to now it is 0.1 of a second. Separates 1 and 2 as the 84 looks to be getting loose, and he is big time loose right here.
That is an impressive showing, and I'm pretty sure I heard the Discord go off, so I believe Mr. Rick James might have joined us.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you have never heard this man's voice, if you have never subscribed or went to follow Rick James TV, you don't know what you're missing. This might be the best show on Wednesday night, but this is the GOAT that's about to be in my ear. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick James, how are you doing, my friend?
Great to be a part of the show, Terry. Byron, glad to be here, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Only 27 laps into this race. 2 of the top 6 from the Great White North. James Langevin now dropping down to the 7th position, currently battling with Fletch Quigley, Levi McCarty rounding out that top 5. Terry, tell me about Brad Kirby, the other Canadian in this field. He's up 13 spots since the green flag flew.
Brad Kirby's one of the best Canadians we've seen on the racetrack. He's found himself working up 13 positions, like you said. Started 16th, struggled in qualifying, kind of got loose off the exit of turn 4, and now he finds himself patiently to 3rd and contending for his first win of the season.
You want to talk about major moves, Terry? How about that 6 of Reese Kelva? I believe that's how you say it. He's up 15 positions, sitting in 2nd, trying to chase down 1st, while also being under fire from that 10 of Brad.
And ladies and gentlemen, that concluded the giveaway tonight. You can no longer enter, but on the next caution, we will pick the winner. Stay in the chat, stay active, and when we call your name, please be sure to speak. Rick, you've missed an incredible race so far. We've had 2 cautions for about 4 laps so far, but we've been green other than that. A couple of incidents, minor here and there, and a lot of pack racing. You've caught a lot of Michigan, my friend. These trucks are wound up. You see anybody you'd like to keep an eye on tonight?
Kirby in that number 10 truck. 3 Silverados in the podium position right now. Kirby biding his time while a couple of trucks coming down pit road. Also, Nate Bentley, who's rounding out the top 10. He's just on the back of another 3-car pack. And these guys right here seem to be playing the patience game. But so far at the front, Kerry Moore with a 39.73, one of the fastest laps. But then you've got Mike Kinzel, who's now in the 8th position. Byron just pointed him out. He's got the fastest time overall with a 39.64.
This has been one of these races so far that we've seen the pack racing has paid off, Rick. And I'm so glad that you've joined tonight because we're sitting at 41 viewers out there in the chat right now. And that's 41 opportunities to hear your fantastic voice. I'm so glad you are here.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to put your thing out there. Ladies and gentlemen, go follow Rick James TV. By far, one of the best voices. I mean, you guys just heard it. It gave me chills when I heard him call a Wolf Pumps race with me.
Thank you, Terry. You're too kind, and I'm so glad to be here, man. We're inside the final 50 laps now. It looks like, well, with Michigan being one of the tracks with one of the widest surfaces out there, some of the highest speed, tires so important to manage, but as always, as we've seen before, these races can come down to fuel mileage so easily.
We've started to see people. We've seen people pit. The only person that has not come down pit road just yet has been Reese. Reese is the only guy out here who has not came down. So the fuel mileage is paying off. You can get a good bit on fuel here. The rest have pitted on lap 12. So, Rick, you are correct. The fuel mileage is going to pay off. But is it going to bite the 6 for not pitting, or is it going to benefit the guys who did?
We're about to find out big time. There is the 7 of Mike the 17 of Mike Kinzel, who's up in that 8th position there. Ty Bentley working his way up to 7th, and Jay Gimbel in one of the 2 top 10 Toyotas sitting 6th right now. We know Jay Gimbel from NNR and other leagues. And then the 51 of Levi McCarty, who's sitting 4th right now, kind of holding the floodgates for the rest of the top 10. For me, I would want to be behind a pack of these trucks, saving as much fuel as possible.
And Byron, you actually raced with Jaden. Jaden was a big thing in PSCS. As you could tell by the scheme that he's running on it, he has something to prove. This is something that he wanted to come out. He wanted to express at one of his favorite racetracks. Kind of go through what Jaden brings to a racetrack. He's calm, he's cool, he's collective, and he has a lot of speed.
Yeah, Jaden knows exactly what to do in all sorts of situations, whether that's him leading a pack or that's him in the back of the pack. He knows how to work himself up through the pack and be able to find those little holes and those little gaps to be able to maneuver through, pick up positions. What he's trying to do right now, obviously it looks like he may be stepping back trying to save tires or fuel.
And as Rick James joins here, Mama Vols comments in there. Rick James is the GOAT. You can't disagree with Mama.
I would never disagree with that woman. That woman is wonderful. She's an institution to Rick James TV. I can't remember a single broadcast that I've called, and she hasn't been there. It's genuinely, Mama Vols is so much fun just to have in the chat and have a regular conversation with. I absolutely love that woman, and I'm so glad that she's here. Good on you, Mama Vols. We're having a good time up here. I hope you're doing the same. But look at this pack down the front straight, Terry. Look at this, 3 wide for the 5th position between Jay Gimbel, Ty Bentley, Levi McCarty. Now headed into the first corner. Still 3 wide. Now you've got, is that Levi McCarty? No, that looks like Tyler Bentley in the 55 on the inside line, just trying to hold off the rest of this pack.
And they're trying to get around last week's winner, Fletcher Quigley. He won. He got an all-important win. Those guys started making some headway at Indianapolis. They come last week, and they pull off back-to-back wins for their team. It was huge for the Fairfield Auto Group guys as they catapulted themselves in the points. And now here comes Jaden Gimbel. He's going to jump down and try to get a draft off of these lap-down cars. They came down and pitted, and now we have a mixture of non-pitters and pitters. And Byron, caution flag could shake this up in a big way.
Yeah, that could play a lot into the guys that have pitted sort of their way. You know, we look back here, about maybe 11th is the guy that pitted last, pitting on lap 28. So looking through the field, you got guys that are on lap 12, maybe haven't pitted just yet. So that's a lot as you see a whole gaggle of cars pulling it on down pit road. This is going to be interesting. We'll have to see who can execute it the best, honestly.
And who did not come down pit road? The 81 of Jaden Gimbel, Michael Kinsley, and Joe Tardif did not pit so far. So we have, you said a gaggle. Everybody from 3rd on back came down pit road. J-Pa, welcome to the chat. He's cheering him on. Congratulations to winner number 1 of the $25 Amazon gift cards. What a way. He's going to buy school supplies for his kid, guys.
Here's to that. Joe Tardif in the 48 Lowe's truck. Looks like he's just coming down pit
17
road
wrecks.
now. Kinzel's wrecked. No, you're 100%. That's Kinzel in the Flaming Monster Silverado coming down pit road. It looks like he just lost control of his hot rod. It's going to cost him precious time. Not only is he going to have to repair the damage, but it's under green flag conditions. The Canadians, Langevin and Kirby, now cracking the top 5 threshold again.
And Byron, last night you raced here. How difficult it is to get on pit road here?
It's so tough. You got to lock those tires, hoping that you don't spin them. I mean, that pit road comes in quick. You saw it happen. A few of us had to dodge pit road because of the caution flag. It's so difficult to get on and off, especially coming out. You look at that apron. It's so tough because guys are running in 3rd gear. Maybe they're running in 4th gear. You can get loose and spin it if you are not correct. And as you see Gimbel executing it, we'll have to see where he's going to come out. But he is now side by side with the 10 of Brad Kirby.
He's going to float out here in the third place position, and what an excellent pit stop he had. He was able to float right there he's going to jump up to second eventually. He has fresher tires by 1 lap on Brad Kirby, but the guy who hasn't pitted yet, the leader, the Great Northerners up top, they're both leading this 1-2. Canada is strong in the Irish Hills of Michigan, Rick.
Been last pitting on lap 28, and Brad Kirby last pitting on lap 36, so if they have relatively fresh tires. Jay Gimbel sitting third, last pitting on lap 37, the only truck yet to pit in this race. Steve Lombardo running in the 11th position in the number 78 white and blue flaming Silverado. Now to the inside of Sean Kazitstra. There goes Lombardo battling for the 10th position so far. But then Jay Gimbel in the 81, most recently pitting. Now on the freshest tires of all. And look at this big pack here, third on back, all within a few tenths of each other. 40 to go next time by.
And I'm so happy you were able to pronounce his name correctly because I hadn't been able to get it right all season. I just call him Sean. So if somebody that can pronounce it right, he's going to watch this stream back and go, man, somebody finally got it. That dumb redneck up there needs to move. Let this guy call it. But you're right. Gaggle on back. Fourth on back, starting with last week's winner, Fletcher. He's holding these guys up. The 84, the 51, the 6 are all within a tenth.
Wreck out of 2. Hate to break it up there. Big wreck out of turn number 2. Two trucks coming together down onto the apron there. It looked like it was Kasitstra that was involved in that one. Everybody making it through mostly unharmed, Terry.
Whew, gave me a heart attack. Yeah, the 46 got some damage right there. You can see the whole right side of his truck is torn to pieces. But he keeps himself rolling here as we go back to what Fletcher's been able to do. They've caught him. They've caught second place. And now they are chasing down the leader. It is a 2.1 second gap and shrinking, Byron, for the race lead.
Yeah, Gimbel is showing everything that he's got. He's showing everything that he needs to prove now, making his way around the 45, has open track to that 10. Expect to see Jaden all over his bumper in about 5 to 10 laps alongside everybody else that it's caught in his draft.
They're catching the draft now as these trucks are working together very well. They can see the leader. It has shrunk down to less than a second. It is now 0.8 of a second as he is saving fuel. He's playing the 10-lap fuel game. And that's wise, Rick. How wise is it for them to want to stay out? The top 2 Canadians in here are both leading this race, and one just got overtaken for the lead as he's on the bottom, and here comes Jaden for second.
Kirby now to the front of this race, new leader as Langevin now gets to the inside, and he's going to lose second to Jay Gimbel. Gimbel now to the outside, 3 wide for the second position as they come down into turn number 1. Canada, United States, Canada, your top 3, Chevy, Toyota, Chevy. Barreling into the first corner, Fletch Quigley, who's up 15 spots since the green flag flew. Fastest lap last time around, but this time the fastest lap goes to Kerry Moore in the 84 truck. He moves into third as they go into turn 3, Terry.
84 had a ton of draft right there. He was able to post the fastest lap of that time. He was 1/10 faster than Brad Kirby, but Byron, they're running the bottom. How hard is it going to be on their tires as this run progresses where we could only see one more pit stop if they play it correctly?
It totally depends on how you can stick it down there. If you can get those wheels down, keep it rolling, stay off the gas just a little bit longer than expected, you'll find those tires to get a full life expectancy, get all the way through your gas. But here comes the challenge now of the 81, applying pressure to the 10 of Brad Kirby. We'll have to see what lane Jaden is going to prefer as now he is trying everything he can to get around him.
America and Canada are friendly, but on the track, they're rivals right here. The 10 has a chance to defend the 81. The 10's been struggling for a win, Rick. Every week it seems that he is caught up in somebody else's mess, somebody else's disaster, and now he finds himself leading a race. The eyes must be wide on his beautiful Canadian face as it's side by side for the lead. Here comes America charging to the front.
Jay Gimbel to the inside and the number 81 Tundra. Brad Kirby holding the line on the outside and the number 10 Chevrolet. Gimbel now edging Kirby through that third. Coming out of the fourth corner, the gold rims on the inside of the monster Toyota Tundra. New leader at Michigan with 35 laps to go. Kerry Moore snaking down the front straight in the Michelob Silverado, following Kirby with all he's got, but no fear for fans of the 10 truck. Still a long race to go. It's only one more pit stop to the end. But of course, look at this, the 84 and the 10 of Moore and Kirby almost coming together. Kirby sliding up the track. Fletch Quigley having to check up and go way low to avoid contact. Levi McCarty now with some bump drafting down the back straight. And Brad Kirby from first to fifth in less than a lap.
Little shake and bake going on there like it was at Atlanta with Kurt Busch and Ross Chastain. But yeah, the 51 pushed the 24. Now he jumps to the inside of that 24. No true teammates here when you want to win here in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Put it in. Toyota, Chevy, Chevy, Toyota, Chevy. Top 5. Do we see teammates working together here? Do you see the Toyotas linking together, Byron, to go win the race and get bragging rights at Michigan?
I don't know, man. At the rate everybody is racing right now, they all want a piece of that first place. You see, this went from about a 2-car battle up to a 5-car battle. Top 2 now breaking away, but with them going side by side, that's going to allow the 3rd through 5th to be able to catch on back up as 84, 81 still side by side coming through the tri-oval.
The power of that Toyota was too much for the Chevrolet as he got a draft off the back of the 32 of Woody, Mr. Woody Woodard, who has had an excellent race so far. He goes down 1 lap. 84 is going to keep himself back in P number 2, getting a draft down the back straightaway. He's going to try to make a run. Fletcher in the wall, 51 hard. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Levi, 51 hard in the wall.
Levi McCarty in that number 51 Supra, now on the outside, struggling to get that speed. Here comes Bentley in the 55 behind him to the inside. That's the 32 truck of Woody Woodard staying out of the way, going a lap down, still fighting. Now it's a struggle to get the truck back up to speed. McCarty now being overtaken by the 55 of Bentley. Reese Kelva some distance behind in the number 6 Silverado. Jay Gimbel that time around 1/10 faster than Kerry Moore at the top. And welcome to the top 10, Abe Moon, who moves up in the number 54 Tundra. He's got Dom Previti behind him in the 39 Silverado.
Yeah, the 54 moves his way up 8 positions since the drop of the green flag. He's one of those sleepers. Byron, you've watched him all season. Abram might not have the fastest truck going into the race or in the middle part, but at the end when we creep down to that 10 lap to go mark, you see Moon up front in the top 5. Can he pull it off again tonight?
I expect him to see him up there, especially after the little pit stop. If he can cycle it, make it almost a perfect stop. Man, this is a kid I love to watch every week. Always up there, always contending for a top 5. That just goes to show how consistent he is and how much he wants to work towards the end of the race. Doesn't matter how many laps you lead, it only matters about that last lap.
Last lap's all that matters, and right now the 84 and the 24 are trying to chase down the guy who currently holds the P1 position, Jaden Gimbel. He has consistently been the fastest guy on the racetrack in the lead, in clean air, running 41.2. A 41.2 by yourself is fantastic. 84 hits the wall going into turn number 1. Here comes the 24 to the bottom, Rick.
Fletch Quigley now to the inside. That 24 Exalta Silverado filling up the mirrors of Kerry Moore, getting high out of turn number 2. Quigley doesn't let up, but you can see he's now looking to the inside of Kerry Moore. This for second place, headed into 3. Down the long back straight, Quigley's going to have to send it in deep. He says, no, I'll take another shot next time around. Moore lives to fight another day, but at the front, Jay Gimbel extending that lead to 7/10 of a second. It's another 7/10 from 3rd to 4th, and then almost 2 seconds back to Brad Kirby. James Langevin, who was in the top 5, now exiting pit road in 14th, a lap down. Ahead of him in position number 13, Ant Zirkle in the number 61 Hunt Brothers Ford, trying to catch up to Matt Fleming, Griff Williams, and Dom Previti rounding out the top 10.
And Byron, we just saw that the 84 goes into the wall. How much aero does it take here to win this race? We've seen him drop off. His pace has fell. Can he go get this fixed in a hurry, and how fast does he need to fix that side of that truck?
As long as he has his fast repair set, I think he is fine. I noticed last night, you get a hold of that wall, even just the slightest tap pushes in your fender, you are almost done for. You need to have a perfect car to finish this race. If he has the extra fast repair, use it because it's going to be essential as laps are starting to click down fast about what looks to be 20, maybe 20-ish, 28 to go.
Math is not our strong suit here, but we're going to go on board real quick. We're going to listen to the inside of this 81. Listen to how much he's off and then on the throttle. Every lap, it changes around this racetrack. The groove does not. You do not want to be on the bottom. You want to sit on the high side here. Over time and practice, we saw that the high side was the way to save them, and Jaden is doing it to perfection. Just look at how much wheel he's not having to put into this truck to get it around here. Jaden's going to continue to stretch this lead. It is up to 1.1 as he comes off of turn number 2. He's stretching it big time here as a lot of people have pitted. 8th on back have come down pit road so far. Byron, when do we expect the rest of the guys to come down?
I would say give it about maybe another 5 laps and expect to see him pull it on down pit road. We're seeing how well Jaden can execute these corners. He's doing it to perfection, starting to drive away now from the 24 of Fletcher that is now stolen second over the 84 of Carey. And how about that? They got some lap traffic going on, but Rick, they are now a 3-car race for second place.
Moore, Bentley, Chevy, Ford, Chevy. Now Quigley, Bentley, Moore, second, third, and fourth, respectively. Carey Moore now to the inside of Tyler Bentley, headed into the third corner. That 77 Flamin' Hot Cheetos truck on the inside for Kevin Crawford. Slow, possibly out of fuel, or just trying to be very conservative on the way into pit road. Carey Moore falling off the pace on that fight for third, so now it's the 24 of Quigley, the 55 of Bentley rounding out the podium positions. Tundra, Silverado, F-150, your top 3 with 24 to go next time by.
All 3 makes are here in the auto industry capital of the world. Which manufacturer gets this win tonight? Caution is out. Yellow flag has came upon us here, and as soon as we can find out what the caution was for, we will bring it as it looks. Let's see if we can get the replay here. Nope, no replay on this one. Doesn't look to be as if the caution was thrown for a particular reason, but while we're here, we got 42 people in this chat. Thank you for tuning in patiently. I'm Terry Rafford, also known as VolsFan88. I'm joined alongside Byron Jones and Rick James. We're going to pick another winner, and we're going to talk to the driver who won the first giveaway. Let's pull in Mr. Michael Kinsley. As soon as I pull him into the right home, my home. Michael, it's Terry, Rick, and Byron in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
My wife won the first gift card, and we're talking to the winning driver of one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, congratulations, man. You won $25 Amazon gift card. Ellie picked you out and said the 17 truck. Well, here you go. Good luck. Good number.
Tell her thank you, and I appreciate it very much. I'm listening to you guys on the broadcast.
Well, we are glad that you won it here tonight, and good luck in the rest of the race, man.
Yeah, I just got to work on this pit entry. I'll be all right.
Good luck the rest of the way. We're going to pick the second one, my friend.
Thank you.
And the second winner, remember, as soon as you comment, please, reset your stream. If you are buffering, please reset it. Just refresh yourself.
You know, while you got that all going on, I would like to compliment that 55 of Tyler Bentley. Very, very nice truck. But you know what's even more amazing? You can pick up one of those trucks over at Plan B Sales using code VolsFan88. Get yourself a nice little discount, man. Those are some nice die-casts. Take advantage of it. Look good. But there you go. There's your little advertisement while you are drawing the winner.
Funny. Speaking of Vols fans, somehow I won. I did not win. I did it to test it. No, I didn't win. This was kind of funny. Let's see who won. Nope, that is a driver, I believe. D. Zirkle, are you a driver or are you a fan tonight? I will give you a couple moments to, if you comment, then you won. If you do not comment, then you did not. I believe you are a driver right now, or you are a family member. Give you a little bit to pick up here, and if you do not, we will draw one more time. And somehow the family is winning. I apparently won, and my wife won, which is just an unfair advantage here.
Little plot twist: if it's the driver, he gets to pick one of the commentators.
We'll draw one more time as if he is not there picking Mama Vols. Oh my goodness.
We could successfully say that the Vols family has gone 3 for 3 tonight.
Mama Vols, if you are in the chat, you just won a $25 gift card to Amazon, and please pick a driver. My goodness. That is the perks of being a subscriber here. They had 6 chances to win, Rick.
It's really fun being a part of the community and doing so many giveaways to benefit our friends. It's gonna be fun. Not only seeing the fans and the drivers take part in this too, but we still have a lot of racing to go. J-Paw in the chat says, can't wait for this restart. Bears 590 cheering for the 6 and the 8 as is its habit. And then CMW saying 03 and 32 fans are active cheering for their drivers, getting ready to go in this one. It looks like the lights are off on the pace truck, and we're gonna get racing with 21 to go this time by.
Yeah, Mama Vols, I'm sorry you won, but you're not responding. You're probably still in youth group. No, we're going to draw one more time. Cole Thomas 66, you are the winner of this gift card. Sorry, D Circle, you did not respond. If there's any consolations, we will send you a diecast car. You responded a little too late. So Cole Thomas, thank you so much for entering tonight. Please respond in the chat, Mr. Cole. Restart's about to happen with 21 laps to go. 81 of Jaden Gimble is on the bottom. He is in the coming to the restart zone. 55 is hard on his bumper. Cole Thomas, you won. Green flag's back in the air. Byron is racing again at Michigan.
Green flag back at Michigan. I got to ask this question earlier. Obviously, we're going to see it happen, but how aggressive and how fast are they going to be aggressive here with the restart going? 81 of Gimble has the preferred lane going in the 1.
Racing into 155, gets a jump air with the 81. 24 is going to be the outside. Here comes Kerry Moore. Bounced off the wall, used a fast repair, and they're here 2 by 2, Rick, down the back straightaway.
Now you've got Fletch Quigley just barely edging out. Now it's Jaden Gimble into that third corner. Bentley to his inside. Fletch Quigley sitting behind in the 24, going to make it 3 wide for the lead. The 84 of Kerry Moore all over his back bumper. Levi McCarty and Moore now going up into the air. Fletch Quigley, and I say up the track, not into the air, excuse me. Quigley on the high side. 3 wide now for third with Brad Kirby to the inside.
Here comes the Canadian to the bottom. 84, 10, 24, squeezing their way through turns 1. 24, 84 make contact. He goes up there, banking. 10 is on the inside for third.
I guess we were talking about how aggressive, how fast they're going to be. This is going the show as now you see top 4 lining up single file as now Jaden Gimble still has that high lane in first place, but Tyler Bentley is coming in fast, Rick.
6 of Reese Kelva with a lot of fans in the chat. He's now 3 wide, looking like a plate track coming out of turn number 4. Trucks spread 3 and 4 wide down the front straight with 19 circuits remaining at Michigan. Kelva in the 6 with a lot of fans in chat, but will they spur him to a podium position? Kelva on the high side, following the 85 of Kerry Moore. Tyler Bentley trying to edge out Brad Kirby on the outside. The Busch Light F-150 to the front. New leader down the back straight, Ty Bentley.
New leader, but for how long, Rick? They are 2 by 2, 3 wide for third. 84 keeps pushing the 55 through the corner. Here comes the 6, the Beer Nut Chevrolet, and the 10's down to the bottom. 84's on the high side. New leader for a moment is the 10 of Brad Kirby.
To the outside lane, he's got Kerry Moore behind him. 18 laps to go. Up on the apron now. That looks like Jay Gimble in that 81. No, that's Reese Kelva. Kelva diving low to the inside with all the Texas family fans with him. 4 wide for the lead at a turn number 2. Kelva washing high. He's got the 10 car of Kirby to his outside. 55 truck of Tyler Bentley moving to the high side. Kelva down to the apron, trying to defend his positions, quickly falling out of the top 5, and now there's action into 3. Trucks going around, Kelva being collected, one more truck shooting up the racetrack. Reese Kelva getting slammed in the nose, one truck goes into the wall, second caution is out, coming to 17 laps to go. Michael Kinsley, Levi McCarty, Tom DeLago, Jay Gimbel, all involved in that crash. Everybody catch your breaths. What a race so far.
Here we go. Let's digest this one together. Let's take a look at what happened here as the wreck, it just happened. They made slight contact. Let's rewind this so we can get a better angle here. As it looks right here, the 6 and 86 make a little net code. 86 goes into the 81, and then they just jumble from there. Big crash going into turn number 3 here. It is a parking lot indeed. For you fans, this was crazy. And how do you digest that all at once?
Who would have thought that the big one would have happened at a speedway? Not a super speedway, but checking in on your chat. Looks like Gimbal says he is unfortunately done for the night. That is a heartbreaker. Had the car to win. Unfortunately got caught up in the big one. Sad finish for that man. Hopefully he'll be able to get it towed. Have something salvageable for the car and be able to pull it back out. But very unfortunate night for him.
Yes, the replay went black, but we showed it again. Apparently, I hit the wrong button up here on this SDK. It's a lot of stuff to touch. Rick, I mean, you're still learning. I'm still learning how to use this darn thing. But there was the replay, and it was just a heartbreak for the fastest trucks on the racetrack. But it's also an advantage. Here they are down pit road, and if they did have a fast repair, they're going to find themselves on fresh tires here to end this race.
I think fast repairs are going to be the key for a lot of these drivers, considering we're going to be restarting with fewer than 15 laps remaining. So the nerves are going to be through the roof. Tensions are going to be high. Huge accident. Commando Griff saying parking lot in turn 3. Boynana says another race ruined. Texas family fans still cheering there. Fireman says that was a rough crash. It doesn't look like it would be our last one. It's going to be a game of survival at the front of this race, Terry. We're going to get the green flag potentially with 14 laps or fewer.
14 laps or fewer is absolutely correct. And Cole Thomas, if you have not picked a driver yet, please pick a number. You won the second gift card. Give me the race truck number that you would like to have won tonight. 17 walked away with one. My wife seemed to walk away with another one. It's going to make me a happy man tonight, I hope. For all of you fans that are still out there in the chat, we say this all the time. Tonight's the biggest crowd we've ever had live here on the Vols Fan 88 channel, and I'm so honored to share it with Byron and Rick James. This is so awesome. This is one of the coolest opportunities I've ever had to broadcast. 42 people out there in the chat. To have you guys come out each and every week and support the stream, support the charities that we put out here. It's so awesome. Nobody as a streamer could do this without you. And these giveaways are going to keep going. You guys don't know how much, we get from y'all. And every time I get a check from Twitch, I'm going to give it back to you. You fans made me that. I didn't make it. You did. So as a courtesy tonight, here's my first American Twitch check going back to you and these drivers for putting on a show for me and Byron to get up here and call every week. It is so awesome. And he said the 6 won it. Let's take a look at this beautiful, or what was beautiful there for a moment, of this Beer Nut Chevrolet as soon as I can find him on this board. Here he is, back here in the back. He is on pit road. But, hey, he still has a chance to win. He still won something tonight, Rick, and that's the biggest part of tonight, is everybody comes out as a winner.
Well, it's just so much fun to see. There's also, so much participation from these drivers here. Pace truck's going to peel off, and we're going to restart with 14 laps to go. I'm glad that the fans are having fun because this is going to be a lot less fun for these trucks. Green flag is in the air. Kirby leads us down. 14 laps left.
14 laps remaining, and this is going to be crazy. Can Brad Kirby get his first race? Can Tyler Bentley come in one of his first races and win? What about Fletcher? Can he go back to back? He pulls his way into P number 2. Brad Kirby takes the overall lead, pull the 24 to second, and the overall P number 2. 55 is going to give him a shove down the back straightaway, Byron.
55 now already looking to the inside as you got 3 wide, spun someone around. I can't tell which number that is.
Matthew Fleming.
Very, very unfortunate for Matthew, man. He had a car, came back, put himself back on the lead lap, and got spun around.
And he saved it. He absolutely saved it. The 8 is still going to come out, and he is going to have a chance to win this race. Rick, you said it before. It's anybody's race. It's restrictor plate racing at Michigan.
Drivers cheering for that 8 truck that just went down. Matt Fleming, a lot of fans in the chat mourning the fact that he got spun around. Texas Kelvis says 8 got dumped. Bears 590 says, damn. CMW still cheering for the 3 and the 32, loving the participation tonight, but they've got to take care of Kirby, Quigley, and Bentley. Those 3 have been the toughest drivers all night. The 8 of Matt Fleming back to the 16th position. The 32 truck of Woody Woodard still fighting from 23rd. And then that 03 truck of James Woodward sitting in lucky number 13th position. So much still to fight for. And we saw Reese Kelva, who's still down pit road. He'll probably be finishing this race outside the top 10, but at the front, still the Kirby Quigley show. We're going to restart this race with about 10 laps remaining.
And while we're sitting here talking about the guy in the sticks, let's get a word with him. Our second driver that won tonight. Hey, Reese, man, it's Rick, Byron, and Terry in the booth, man. You got a copy?
What's up, guys?
Well, Reese, you might not have had a winner on the racetrack, got caught up in that accident, but you did win tonight.
Hey, I saw that. Loving that.
Yeah, Mr. Cole Thomas picked you. You have won the second $25 Amazon gift card. What are you going to spend it on?
Probably a steering wheel.
Well, congratulations. $25 gift card is going to be coming to you. Message me in the Discord. And for the people who won tonight, obviously I have one of you on Discord, but for Mr. Cole Thomas, send me a whisper on Twitch and tell me your email. And as soon as this stream is over, I will go through and send them to every one of them. Reese, you want to thank the man that picked you tonight?
Hey, yes, sir. Cole, thank you so much, brother. Love it. He's spotting for me tonight. Doing a great job.
Well, the spotter coming in clutch on the racetrack and coming in clutch on the chat. We appreciate your fan, and we appreciate you for bringing people into the chat tonight. It's been an incredible race, and we hope that you and your team finish strong tonight.
You got it, Texas family. How y'all doing? What up, guys?
All right, that is Mr. Reese. And Byron, man, the excitement he had right there. He brought some excitement into the chat. All these guys out there cheering and going on for him.
I was about to say that was some extreme excitement coming from him. I love it. That's the type I enjoy. Love seeing everybody having a great time at the Best League Wolf Pump Truck Series. And we are just getting started we're going to be starting about maybe 10 laps to go here next time by. Hopefully that's when they're going green. But now the intensity's kicking in. Who do you got, and who do you expect to be the hard charger?
I don't know about you guys, but the whole top 3 right now, up 15, up 18, up 11, they fighting and clawed their way to this top 3. I don't see them giving it up. I think this 10 might be able to pull it out. He's got some Wolf Pump guys around him. But, Rick, you ever heard of a man named Ron Capps? I hope Rick is not muted.
Totally was. My mistake, Terry. Sorry about that. I was muted.
Have you ever heard of Mr. Ron Capps before?
I know the name. Remind me where I would hear that.
NHRA.
The funny car driver, Ron Capps?
The funny car driver, Ron Capps.
All right.
In 2 weeks, he is going to be back racing here in this Wolf Pump Truck Series. And I tell you what, he is bad fast. He had a fast truck last week, got caught up in a little bit of a mess on, his own doing here. But next, or 2 weeks from now, he's going to be back racing in our finality. But here comes the 10. Chevy, Toyota, top 4. Green flag's back in the air. 10 is on it. 10 laps remaining.
How about that jump? Go ahead,
McCarty
Ray.
looking to the outside in turn number 1. He's got the 48 of Joe Tardif to his inside now. It's Kirby leading Quigley, leading Tardif out of 2. Don't forget about McCarty on the outside, but now here comes the 46 of Sean Kastritza.
Man, I gotta ask, do you want to be the one chasing down the leader, or do you want to be the leader? Leader's got a mirror full right now, having to deal with the 48 and 24, but is making it work as of right now.
I mean, this has been some tight racing, and with 10 laps to go, now 9. Show 9 single digits on the board. Don't go anywhere, fans. This is when the race heats up. Can Brad win his first race? Can Joe Tardif get a win? Can Fletcher go back-to-back? These are all the questions that we want to know as the battle for the lead's heating up. Here comes Joe Tardif, and now he falls off. Battle for second.
Kirby leading down the back straight, Quigley behind him. Now single file, but here comes Levi McCarty. Chevy, Toyota into the third corner. Now McCarty sending it down to the inside of Quigley. This for the second position. McCarty has a great run out of turn number 4. He's going to draft off of Kirby down the front straight. 8 to go. This time by Byron. Here comes Kastritza in the 46.
46 now making a hard charge, getting to the bumper of the 51. Which lane is he going to have to choose heading in the 1? Decided to be wise, stayed back, and now charging with the 51 on the inside. 10 going for the block once again.
48 in the wall. 48's hard in the wall. He stays there. What a classy move by the 48 of Joe Tardif. He's in the wall. Battle for first is heating up. Here comes the 4. Here comes the 51. He turns the 10. 10 goes around.
Trying not to be collected, skidding down to the inside. Look at the impressive talent by all of these drivers to avoid Brad Kirby down to the inside. And it looked like it was just some impatience headed into turn number 3. Brad Kirby headed into that third corner, got plenty of help from the 51, Levi McCarty. The 51 just dunked down to the inside, just tapped the corner of the 10 on the way in, and hats off to Kirby for saving it, doing a full 360 and keeping it going. Hats off to everybody else for avoiding him. Levi McCarty, now the catalyst for this most recent caution, out in front. He's going to have Kastritza and Quigley behind him.
How I did not lose my voice. Luckily, I'm off tomorrow. Man, what a crazy finish. This race is going to get more insane. Biggest field, best broadcasters, and the largest crowd in the chat. This is so awesome.
That was very, very, very unfortunate for the 10 of Brad. Obviously, we've seen he has not had the best of luck. Luckily for him, flag came out. We'll have to see how aggressive he's going to become now that he knows he has a shot at the win, and he had a shot there in the lead. And does he give love taps, passing by almost everybody? And look at that. How about that? The 81 of Jaden Gimbel back out on the track. I don't know if he's on the lead lap. Maybe he's a few down, but good to see that truck rolling around the track again.
And I hate to touch a wound when it's still open. We're going to try to get a word with Brad Kirby here. Brad, it's Terry, Rick, and Byron in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, boys. How's it going?
Tough break. Tough break right there. Was that a product of a block gone bad, or was that just being aggressive for the win?
We were just actually talking about it there, and me and Levi give each other a ton of respect on the racetrack, and it's not something I was expecting. I thought I gave him a bit of room down below. I knew he was going to come with a head of steam. At the same time, in practice, though, he's gotten close to my bumper and then backed off in a corner when he knows I've got the lane. So we'll review it afterwards, but I mean, it's not something that we're going to get upset over. It's obviously I was in a great position, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see here what we can do with 5 laps to go.
Well, Brad, best of luck the rest of the race. And there's a guy in here that you've been really wanting to talk to by the name of Rick James. You want to
Yes,
say anything,
sir.
Rick?
Yeah, Rick, it is great to finally get to meet you and hear that voice on our stream for once. And great to have you over here at Wolf Pumps, for sure, man.
Thanks so much for having me. Believe me, buddy, this is not the end of anything. It's only the beginning. Shame we had to see you go, man, but I'm glad you have the positive attitude about it. We'll see you real soon, Brad. Thanks again.
Yeah, I got a truck that can win, so if I can make up some positions here, you never know what'll happen. Maybe get a green-white checkered, see what happens.
Sweet.
Yeah, Rick, he has been a big fan. He's been saying for weeks that, tuning into your stream and said, I want that guy with you. He watched the Cluck Clash, and he watched the race we did for, I believe, I can't remember what league it was, but when we made NASCAR Heat Twitter, they were watching, and they said, I want that magic on our stream. And the magic is being delivered tonight. We're going to come down with 4 laps remaining. All of you that have stuck around through this entire stream, you guys are amazing. I can't stress enough how much I love you guys for coming out, enjoying this stream. We'll set it up for you here. We got Levi McCarty, the guy that kind of, took 10 out right there. And then you got the 24, Fletcher. Sean, how do you pronounce his last name? Gritza. And then you got Kerry Moore. He's found his way back. He's up there in the 4th place position after bouncing off the wall. And then Abram Moon. We talked about him earlier in the stream, Byron. Finds himself in the top 5 when it matters the most.
I told you, man, right place, right time. Excellent job by him having an excellent truck. Man, now sitting in P5. Can he do anything else with it? Already up 5 positions this race. Expect him to grab just a few more. Pace truck is off. We are getting ready to go green once again. Levi is starting P number 1.
Let's fire it up. Green flag is in the air. 51's hard on it. Here comes Sean. He's going to try to give him a shove here. The top 4 breaking away, Rick.
3 laps to go. Next time by at the Michigan International Speedway. Fletch Quigley, new leader on the outside. Levi McCarty now to his inside in the 51 truck. McCarty with help from the 46 of Kostritza. Now Casey Moore in the 84, 2x2, 2 rows deep at a turn number 2. Trucks struggling to stay off each other. 3 wide for second. Kostritza to the inside. Quigley watching his mirror into 3.
Watching his mirror, he's trying to fight him off. 51, 84, make contact right there. Shoves the 84 up the racetrack, but it's not going to stop him. He drops to the bottom. Smart, wise, veteran move by the 84, as now it is 2x2 all the way back. 10 gets turned by the 61. 10 is in the wall again. Big crash on the front straightaway.
Oh, goodness. Brad Kirby being collected by the 61 truck of Anthony Zirkle as well. And it just goes from bad to worse for Kirby. And the caution's out one more time, so we're going to get a green-white checkered finish in this one.
It looks as if the 10 just had a bobble. 10 bobbled there, came up the track, got into the 61, and they collected. They collected one of those. Let's actually rewind this, make sure the chat doesn't turn black on me again there. But big crash on the front straightaway here at the Michigan International Raceway. This has been an incredible race so far. It just looks like a little bit of just netcode all the way through this whole race. The being close to one another, Rick, it brings a lot of netcode in these races.
And just coming down and washing up into the 61, gets collected by the 39, the 48, both Cobalt trucks. 61 gets back into him for good measure there. Shame. Honestly, just a shame that it has to end that way for some of these guys. But now the onus is going to be on Fletch Quigley. He's got Levi McCarty now to his outside when we restart here. And then Kostritz is going to be starting behind the 24 truck. Kerry Moore on the outside in row number 2. So you're going to have Chevy, Ford on the inside row. Then you're going to have Tundra, Silverado on the outside row when we restart with 2 to go.
Let's get a word here with Fletcher. Yo, Fletcher, it's Rick, Terry, and Byron in a booth, man. You got a copy?
I got a copy. How you guys doing?
Not trying to give you the commentator curse, we ain't about that up here. We're knocking on wood that it don't happen. Can you go back to back? You won last week. How much momentum is brought into Michigan? And what are you going to do to hold off this 51 and the 46 that are very hard Chargers?
I'm not really sure. This is a fast track, and the draft's real strong here. So it's anybody's guess what's going to happen on this restart. I was really hoping we'd run green there and I could separate a little bit, but it's going to be tough. I won't lie.
Well, you were fast in practice. You were really fast in practice. You had the momentum throughout the corners. Any prediction on if we see another green-white checkered here this afternoon?
You probably will. I think these guys are getting a little testy, and there's a lot of guys on lead lap right now. And, there's some new guys here who don't have any points, so it's kind of too bad. But, the racing's been good so far, so hopefully it runs clean.
We have enjoyed the race, Mr. Fletcher. Thank you for coming in and talking to us for just a moment. Good luck on this restart. Maybe we'll be talking to you in Victory Lane.
Thank you, guys. I hope so.
Man, we've been so action-packed, Byron. We hadn't even had a side-by-side tonight, but we're going to take you to the first side-by-side. We're going to go show you the team that is owned by Mr. Fletcher and them. We're going to show you Fairfield Motorsports. Have a good look at this commercial.
Fairfield Motorsports in Montoursville is your weekend adventure headquarters. Get out and do more. If it's fast and fun and brings smiles to faces year-round, we have it. Our huge showroom is stocked full of new and pre-owned Yamahas, Kawasaki's, Suzuki's, Kimcos, and Argos. Plus, Fairfield Motorsports is the area's only Traxxas retailer, the fastest name in RC. And we have all the parts and accessories to go with them. For all the coolest toys for big girls and boys, visit Fairfield Motorsports in Montoursville, your weekend adventure headquarters.
And we're back. Hope you enjoyed that 4K commercial that I managed to download somehow. It's weird to put a redneck on the internet and not play the Cletus T. Judd song. We're coming to green, white, checkered. I mean, this is it. Pace lights are off on this truck, if my eyesight is correct, and put my glasses on. But they're starting to bunch up here, Byron. What do you say in your head in this situation right here? You guys are some really fast guys behind you. 51, 46, 84, 55, and reasserting himself into the sixth place position. The guy we saw spinning, the 8. These guys are fast. Can they get themselves up there?
Yeah, I think at this point, anybody's got a shot. It just depends on how much tire and how much damage is affecting their truck. Obviously, you see people like the 51, the 54, they got nose damage. That's going to affect their aero. Expect them to maybe drop back just a little bit, but expect drivers like the 46, 55 to be able to capitalize on this situation and possibly give the 24 of Fletcher a run for his money.
And ladies and gentlemen at home, this is going to be an exciting finish. This race is going to come down to who can be at the right place at the right time. 24's there. He's in the P1 position, but he has a lot of hard Chargers right behind him. Can somebody get their first win tonight? Or can somebody like Fletcher do it again? Levi doing it again. The rest behind him, no wins on the season. Here's their opportunity. Pace truck is off, and we are about to go racing for the first green, white, checkered overtime finish in the Wolf Pump Truck Series. Green flag is back in the air. Here comes the 24.
McCarty getting a good jump now behind him, headed into turn number 1, the first of 2 attempts, and already a crash. It looks like the 55 truck. It's Ty Bentley going around to the inside. The 84 truck also skidding to the inside. Still green now, trucks collected. One truck up end over end, now grinding up along that wall out of turn number 2, and it looks like, is that the 17 truck tumbling down the inside now? Crash is out. That's the first caution, and we're going to have our second green, white, checkered attempt.
Let's check that out again with the Vols Fan 88 replay graphic. Just looks as if the 48 just tapped into the back of the 84 and just sent him up the track into the 77 of 7 Crawford and collected a ton of others with him. 3 trucks and 7 goes end over end down the high banking at Michigan. Whew. Man, craziness at Michigan is what we'll title this one. What a race.
77 of Kevin Crawford, just nowhere to go. The 84 gets into him and just wrong place, wrong time. And then the 4 truck barreling into Crawford. That's Ethan Woodward getting into Crawford, and just a heavy mess. Commando Griff in the chat says, Mishadega strikes again. Fireman said, that's a red flag. Bears saying it's going to be a nail-biting finish. And one of the fan favorites, Matt Fleming, sitting 6th in the chat right now. A lot of the Texas family cheering for him. CMW asking if the 03 was caught in that, talking about James Woodward, but James Woodward looks to be okay. And Terry, we're going to have our second and final green-white checkered attempt.
Well, this is getting intense. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here, but the fans of the 03, he is trapped one lap down. I believe at this very moment, he should be one of your free pass recipients. Actually, that should be Robert. Robert should be your free pass here. We're going to take you to another side-by-side, but you're not going to miss a lap. Let's go take a look at this Raise Energy commercial.
Take my talents to South Beach.
So Miami.
Back. Hope you enjoyed that Raise Energy commercial. If you want to head over to repsports.com, use promo code VolsFan88, get 15% off at checkout while you're there. And you can head on over to BeefJerkyUnlimited.com as well and grab yourself a variety of beef jerky, one of our favorite sponsors here. Thank you and courtesy to Tommy Delago, the fastest man in NHRA, and I hope he's still on the racetrack. We'll go show his truck. He is not. He is off the racetrack, but first man to ever get a funny car under 4 seconds. What an incredible feat he had, and the former crew chief of Ron Capps as well. This is it. Rick said it in my ear during the thing. Last attempt at a green-white checkered. It's it. You either finish this race under green or you don't at all.
Going through. What's your prediction, Terry? You think they're going, or you think they're getting called off?
I think they're not making it back. I don't think they're making it back to the start-finish line. Rick, what do you think?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'll tell you what. Look for the 46 of Sean Kostritza to try and jump this restart as much as possible. It looks like on the last 2 restarts, the truck on the outside has had the advantage. So Quigley is going to have to be on his job if he wants to get anywhere near the front and try and stay there. Matt Fleming in that 8 truck in the 6th position. He's got the fans behind him, but will it be enough? And then being scored 5th, you've got the 81 of Jay Gimbel. Anybody up towards the front is within a shout of winning this race, Terry. Here we go.
Can the 81 come back from a lap down? He was in the caution 2 cautions prior. He's there in 5th. He has a shot. One of the fastest guys on the racetrack. You talked about the 8. He has a shot as well. 24, 46 come into the restart zone, and green flag is waving. We're racing for the final time in the final restart at Michigan.
Wow, 46 doesn't have much help on that high lane, but is still able to go side by side with the 24. 51 Levi is there in case those two get collected in a wreck. But Rick, 24, is now starting to pull away.
Quigley now to the front. He's got Kostritza behind him. Levi McCarty sitting in 3rd. Now they come down the back straight. Fans crazy in the chat cheering for these drivers. Quigley leading. Kostritza now behind him on the outside. Here comes McCarty now to the inside. Matt Fleming moves into the 4th position. Texas family fans going wild in the chat. 2 miles to go. This time by Terry. White flag is in the air.
Battle for second still going on. 51-46 are fighting. Here comes the 8. He put himself into the P4 position. He's hoping for a 3-wide battle for the lead and for these leaders to wreck themselves. The 24 is loving what's in his mirror.
Wreck into 1.
There is a
could be a race to the line.
Yep. Jaden Gibble goes off the track. They're still side by side. Green. They're still green on the racetrack. They're side by side. 46-51 makes contact. 24 holds the lead down the back straightaway and a run on the outside by the 46. And going into turn 3 and 4, 02's pushing the 8, but it's not going to be enough. Here comes the 24. 46 goes up the racetrack. 8's going to third. And off of 4 to the line, side by side for second, but it's not enough. 24 and Fletcher back to back in Michigan. Woo! What a race. And for these top 3, it was a nail biter to the finish, Rick.
Matt Fleming securing a bronze medal in this one. He's got the podium finish, starting second, finishing third. But how about Fletch Quigley, who started in the 20th position, going back-to-back at Michigan, and he gets the win at the 2-mile D-Oval.
My heart is beating like I am jacked up on Ray's energy, and I am jacked up on Ray's energy, baby. What a finish. What a race. Bear said, who was it? Great race, Fireman. What a race that these guys put on for you tonight. CMW, thank you. Tuning in. Let's get these top 3 in here. What an incredible finish. Man, I'm shaking. That was so good. Let's get Mr. Levi over here. And Byron, go ahead and start on over with that number 8 of Mr. Matt Fleming.
Well, Matt, you were able to drive yourself up to a bronze medal. Had to work your way all throughout the pack the entire race. Walked away P3, man. Talk us through those finals laps because those seem intense.
Oh, yes, it was crazy. I tell you what, I didn't know if he was going to get up there, but we had one heck of a run, and the 2 guys in front, they had contact, and it was close to getting second. Man, I wish we could have had one more lap or so. Maybe would have turned out a little bit higher, but man, it was one great race.
Well, being a new driver, you came in and you showed out. Walking in the next week, man, you feeling good?
Oh yes, feeling great. Hopefully take this momentum in the next week and show these guys what else I got.
Well, there you go. That is the 8 of Matthew Fleming coming in third.
Hey, Rick, you got a very excited P number 2. Levi pulling it out. I think Rick might be muted again.
It was. My bad, Levi. Gotcha,
you're
Levi
good.
McCarty. There we go. You managed to get the silver medal among some hard fighting, some very close competition, and you rise above it to come second.
Yeah, it was a rough race. I got to apologize to Matt. I got into him earlier on that last run, just trying to get out of the mess that was ensuing. And I got into Brad, too, so I feel bad for that. But I got to thank Fairfield Motorsports, Fletcher for doing our paints, Wolf Pumps and all the admins for putting on the series. Having fun every week, and our team showed out pretty good this week.
Fantastic win. Congratulations on that silver medal. Terry, you've got our race winner.
Yeah, Fletcher, what's up, man? Back to back. I'm getting tired of talking to you here. You pulled it out. How did you do it in such a crazy race?
It was good to have Levi behind me there, have some help, and know that I was going to get a push if I needed. And having the inside line definitely helped. Definitely not the way that we wanted to do it. I think there were some really fast cars who weren't able to finish, and some not great circumstances. But we're happy to get a win. Big shout out to Fairfield and Auto Group and Fairfield Motorsports for allowing us to do this, and happy for the team getting another good finish, and excited for next week.
Yeah, incredible race, and we appreciate the patience that you had through the entire race. You was up 19 positions. How hard was it to work through the field?
It wasn't that bad. You get a ton of draft here, so I knew no matter where you start is a good spot, and it's all about just there was a lot of lucky, and I'd rather be lucky than good, I guess.
Well, you are lucky and good. Back-to-back wins. Congratulations, Mr. Fletcher. And Rick, Byron, what an incredible race. Thank you, two, for coming out tonight.
Thanks so much for having me, man. What a thrilling run. Michigan never disappoints, and hopefully in the near future I'll be back, because this was a sight to see for sure.
Man, it's always a pleasure being here with you, Terry, especially you, Rick, man. You two are one of the best here at iRacing, especially commentating side. So glad to be here. Was such a fun run tonight.
Yeah, and for all of us out here for the giveaway night, congratulations to our winners. Don't forget to send me a message either on Discord or send it to me here on Twitch. We'll get your email. We'll go ahead and get those sent to you tonight before I go to bed. I'm off tomorrow, so no bedtime for me, but I do have chores for all of you out there in the chat, all the fans who tuned in. You guys are what make this go around. You're the heart and soul of our broadcast. We thank you for all of Wolf Pumps, for all the teams, the owners, the drivers. We love you. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We'll see you next week, Wednesday night, 8:15 Eastern. We'll bring you live coverage